Le passé simple in French with FrenchSpanishOnline.com. This lesson will help you identify verbs in passé simple tense. Why identify? Because the goal of this lesson is not to teach you this tense, as le passé simple in French is rarely used in the speaking language. We prefer to use le passé composé instead. Passé composé you already know. However, you may find this tense in some books, so it's helpful to know the passé simple endings only. But you don't need to spend hours on this lesson or on this tense, even if it would make your teacher happy. So how to form it? We need, as usual, the stem of the verb and le passé simple endings because we have some. The first category of verbs in French are the first group ER verbs. We have aller, for example, to go. And here we have our stem for all the pronouns. The stem is al, and the passé simple endings are est, a, am, at, er. So we have j'allais, to translate I went or I have gone, tu allas, il alla, nous allâmes, vous allâtes, ils allèrent. The second category is a real mess in French actually. It's for the verbs ending in ir or re. We can't say that there is a rule and some exceptions because we have many exceptions, so it's better for you to use a good conjugate online to type your verb and to see what you find for le passé simple if really you want to learn it. You can find a good conjugator at FrenchSpanishOnline.com. For example, the verb finir, to finish. We have here le passé simple of this verb. Je finis, tu finis, il finit, nous finîmes, vous finîtes, ils finirent. But for the verb courir, to run, with the same ending, we have je courus, tu courus, il courut, nous courûmes, vous courûtes, ils coururent. For this reason, it's better to use a conjugate online. The third category is for the verbs coming from the verb to come, venir, or to hold, tenir. We have a lot actually, like in English, because with to come you have to become and so on. In French it's exactly the same thing, and they have the same conjugation for the passé simple. Venir, for example, is je vins, tu vins, il vint, nous vîmes, vous vîntes, ils vinrent. So devenir, you just add de before the verb. Je devins, tu devins, il devint, nous devîmes, vous devîntes, ils devinrent. And it's the same for the verb tenir. Some verbs have an irregular stem, so as you can see, very funny to learn. For example, the verb to be, être, we have for the passé simple je fus, tu fus, il fut, nous fûmes, vous fûtes, ils furent. This verb is the only one actually you can try to learn because we sometimes use in speaking French. We are going to see an expression. So some expressions allow the use of the passé simple. For example, it is not rare to hear ce fut un honneur, it was an honor, with here le passé simple of the verb to be. But you could use le passé composé instead and say ça a été un honneur, exactly the same meaning. But it seems better to use this expression, it was an honor, and to translate it in French with le passé simple, ce fut un honneur. But once you know this expression, actually you don't need to know more about le passé simple. You will find a lot of lessons and exercise on the web about this tense. They are all useless. Again, we do not use this tense when you speak in French. Merci pour avoir regardé cette vidéo. Le texte se trouve à cette adresse, FrenchSpanishOnline.com/magazine. You will find the whole text. So, see you. Au revoir.